Breaking news, as we have just received massive updates about senior and disability benefits, and it all started with President Trump's this statement.
And there's nothing about death. Theirs is death, because they're going to lose Medicaid, they're going to lose Social Security, they're going to lose Medicare. All of those things are going to be gone because the whole country would be bankrupt and you're not going to have any kind of medical insurance.
I'm going to show you this entire video clip where President Trump just stunned everyone with his recent remarks about Social Security, disability, and Medicare. But there's a good news as well. Americans to still get November Social Security checks up to $5,100 after cost of living boost. Well, there's a government shutdown in place, but there's some very important updates about Social Security that can change the way you receive your benefits, as well as it will also be a very important talking point when it comes to increase in benefits. I'm gonna give you each and every detail, but all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's begin. Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Veteran Affairs, Railroad Retirement, and Spousal Pay benefits. Everything is about to change. Look at this. The 2026 Social Security changes could put more money in retirees' pockets. How? Well, yes, it's very much possible, but there are 2 things that you need to remember. First is cost of living adjustment, and the second one is the metric that has been used till now from past 4 decades to measure COLA for millions of Americans, and it doesn't stop here. Look at this. Americans to still get November Social Security checks up to $5,100 despite the shutdown, and we also have the complete payment schedule of November. But do you know what retirees and disability benefit recipients think right now? Well, 2 out of 3 retirees think Social Security fraud is a big problem. The biggest question is, are they right? Well, I'm gonna tell you about all of these updates, but first let's watch what President Trump recently said about Social Security, disability, and Medicare that left everyone stunned.
We passed a bill. We don't need to pass any more bills. We got everything in that bill. There's nothing else we have to put. We got the largest tax cuts in history. We got the extension of the Trump tax cuts. We got all of these things. And, you know, remember, they lie. They will look at I saw it the other day, they were talking about, I call it the great big beautiful bill, but that's what it is, the great big beautiful, the biggest bill ever passed. And what they say, they make up stories. And I saw they were interviewing a senator, and they said, well, what's wrong with their bill? He didn't know what to say, because there's nothing he could say. It covers everything. He said, death. It brings death. Now, if I'm a regular person and I hear that, I say, oh, that's terrible. But it's just the opposite. It brings life. It brings Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. It secures all those things. And they just are so bad. You know, they said death. It was like death. And there's nothing about death. Theirs is death, because they're going to lose Medicaid, they're going to lose Social Security, they're going to lose Medicare. All of those things are going to be gone because the whole country would be bankrupt and you're not going to have any kind of medical insurance. So with us, it's the opposite.
With us, it's the opposite. That's what President Trump said recently. Well, according to President Trump, the big beautiful bill was a great success for millions of Americans. There are some very good things mentioned in this bill, and we all agree with that. But when it comes to Social Security benefits, this bill provided some sort of relief to seniors, but the actual relief that these seniors needs right now is the increase in benefits, is the change of the COLA metric known as CPIW. From past 3 to 4 decades, they're using this metric. They're taking the inflation numbers from the American workers and posting it to the benefits, which is indeed not a fair call. A number of lawmakers, even Republicans, are pushing this administration to change the COLA metric from CPIW to CPIE. What the CPIE would do, it will analyze the seniors' spending, means how much seniors spend on their rent, on their mortgage, on their groceries, especially on their prescription, because paying prescriptions is the biggest part of it. But do you know, when it comes to your prescriptions and your Medicare plans, you have a massive opportunity. Well, you can get free and unbiased help from a real person, which can save you around $1,100 when it comes to your Medicare plan. That's why I partnered with Chapter. Give them a call today. The number is on your screen, 212-461-4492, and get the help that you deserve absolutely free. So let's come back to the topic of CPIE. A number of proposals are sitting on the Congress's table and they're not doing anything about it, such as the Social Security 2100 Act, Bernie Sanders' infamous Social Security Expansion Act, which is just not proposing to change this COLA metric, but it also includes very important change that could increase the benefits by $2,400 a year on top of this regular COLA increase. That translates to $200 increase every single month. If you support this $2,400 increase proposal from Bernie Sanders, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security expansion. Again, if you support this act, then write in the comment section, I support Social Security expansion, because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Moving on. These 2026 Social Security changes could put more money in retirees' pockets. Well, it includes SSI and SSDI recipients, so you need to keep this in mind. The first one is the 2.8% cost of living adjustment. And now the biggest problem is, yes, 2.8% increase is finalized, has been approved. There was a delay in the announcement of this COLA because of the government shutdown, but they finally did it. But one thing that we all need to understand, this 2.8% increase is of no use for seniors, because Medicare Part B premium will eliminate this increase. And that's why a number of senators are coming up with their own proposals to change this metric. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that CPIW is a fair COLA metric, or you would like to see CPIE instead of CPIW? And CPIE stands for CPI for elderly. The next one is a higher earnings test limit, and this is also very important. There are benefits to holding down a job in retirement besides just the extra paycheck. Work can serve as a social outlet and give people a reason to get out of the house. But in reality, is that many people who choose to work in retirement do so because they need the extra money? And the 2026 seniors on Social Security get more flexibility to earn an income while collecting benefits. And here are the details. Well, in 2026, Social Security earnings tax limit is rising from $23,400 to $24,480 for people who will be under full retirement age the entire year. If you fall into that category, earning beyond $24,480 will cause you to have $1 in Social Security withheld per $2 of income. The earning tax limit is higher if you will be reaching full retirement age. 2026 is going from $62,160 to $65,160, and beyond that point, you will have $1 in Social Security withheld per $3 of income. And this is the biggest part. If you work, you lose benefits. If you don't work, you're still in negative because your benefits are not enough to cover your monthly expenses. And one more thing, still 5 million seniors receive below poverty level checks from Social Security Administration even in 2025. Now let's go towards this very important update. Americans to still get November Social Security checks up to $5,100 after COLA boost despite shutdown, and we have all the payment dates for you. On November 12th, those Social Security recipients with birthdays between 1 and 10th of any month can expect their checks. Beneficiaries with birthdays between 11th and 20th will follow on November the 19th, and their checks will be deposited. And then those who have birthdays between 21st and 31st on any given month are going to receive their payments on November the 26th. If you receive SSI benefits, then you have already received your payment on October the 31st because November 1st fell on a weekend. Then for December, the same pattern follows with SSI payments on the 1st since it's a weekday. This time, Social Security Premium 1997 on the 3rd and Standard Social Security on December 10th, 17, and 24. So if you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. And remember, if you would like to save around $1,100 when it comes to your Medicare plan, then give Chapter a call today on 212-461-4492 and get the help that you deserve absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.